It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning and welcome to a special edition of travel and cruise industry news on this Saturday morning, the 26th day of November, 2022. There's a bunch of stories this morning that I thought would be worthy of a special edition. So this is an unscheduled, unpromoted live stream. If anybody pops in, that's fine. If not, of course, it'll be up for replay. Main stories today, there's a small fire on the Disney Wonder. That actually happened a couple days ago, and I didn't break until after the show yesterday. Carnival Miracle returns to service. Carnival's first Chinese-built cruise ship to sail in 2023. St. Croix records the first two-ship day. The Brilliant Lady floated out. And a whole lot more here this morning. Today, by the way, folks, is National Cake Day. I can deal with that, so you know what to do about it. Go out and bake a cake. Clearly, what you need to do. If you listen via the podcast, welcome aboard. Of course, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from, all the big hitters. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. Do have a couple announcements this morning before we get to the news for the day. And I announced this yesterday. Again, Monday's show will be live at 10 a.m. rather than 11 a.m. This is due to the pulmonary folks that say if I can't be there at 11:45 Monday, I can't see the doctor until 3 months from now or something stupid. So I got to go to get the results of the echocardiogram I had last week. I want to talk to him about this inhaler, which seems to make me cough and does no other good, but it costs $400 out of pocket. So we've got a couple of things that I'm going to talk with the doctor about on Monday. So the show will be live at 10 a.m. Then, of course, by 11, it will be up for the replay. And for you folks that watch this via Twitter, this is specifically for you because I have no idea what's going to happen to Twitter. I'm a little worried about the new ownership and some of the things that he has done and whether or not it's going to stay as it's been forever. Just to cover your butts, if you want to keep up with travel and cruise industry news, please go to YouTube, search Chillie's Cruises. CHILLIE''S, second word, cruises, and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. That way, if something happens to Twitter, you can jump over to YouTube and keep following what you've been watching on Twitter. Same program that's it's broadcast on YouTube that is broadcast on Twitter. So I highly recommend that you do that just to cover your butts. Now, I'm pleased to announce something this morning that became finalized actually yesterday. My next 3 cruises, at least, could go on longer than that, but the next 3 cruises will be partially sponsored by Will, the next generation power wheelchairs and personal mobility devices. They're from San Mateo, California. They're also the parent company of Scootaround. So you're going to be hearing a lot about will wheelchairs and scoot around in upcoming broadcasts, especially on these next three cruises, which is New Statendam on December the 3rd, MSC Seascape on December the 11th, and Norwegian Breakaway on January 29th. All right, I'll be back with today's news after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. All right, the first story on this unscheduled Saturday morning broadcast deals with Disney. Small fire broke out on the Disney Cruise Line's Disney Wonder. It actually happened Wednesday night. The flames were quickly extinguished. No injuries were reported. Several areas of the ship on deck 9 and 10 near the fire were closed temporarily for cleanup and inspection. Flames were spotted coming out of the speaker to the upper right of the ship's funnel vision screen, the outdoor movie screen on deck 9, on the aft of the forward funnel. At first, guests reported seeing smoke, but the flames quickly followed and grew in size. The cause has been noted as a short circuit within the speaker. Emergency crews quickly responded, and parts of deck 9 and 10 were evacuated to ensure complete safety as the fire was extinguished. Inspections were completed to make sure there were no further risks. Where the speaker was mounted is close to Vibe, which is the exclusive teen club for teenagers 14 to 17 years old. On Disney Wonder, Vibe is an open plan space inside the forward funnel. The impacted speaker was on the outside of the funnel. While the deck was crowded for the popular themed pirate night at the time of the fire, the flames were not near the guests. No injuries were recorded related to the incident. The festivities were temporarily paused but resumed after the fire was extinguished and the area was deemed safe, except, of course, for the pirates. Carnival Miracle returned to service this week after completing a regular scheduled dry dock. The Carnival cruise ship arrived in Astoria, Oregon earlier this month, one of the few Carnival Cruise Line ships that use a U.S.-based shipyard for its maintenance. Most Carnival ships have maintenance performed in Italy or in the Bahamas. Besides regularly scheduled maintenance to technical areas, the Spirit-class ship also received her new Carnival paint job that has become synonymous with Carnival Cruise Line in the last couple of years. Carnival Miracle has picked up her scheduled itineraries on the West Coast, sailing from Long Beach, Los Angeles, California. Speaking of Carnival, sort of, China's first independent cruise company, CSSC Carnival, a joint venture between the China State Shipbuilding Corporation and the U.S.-based Carnival Corporation, released the details on the first cruise line that will start operations in 2023 and be called Adora Cruises. Scheduled for delivery towards the end of 2023, the cruise line's first ship is still under construction at the Waigakia shipyard in Shanghai. By the way, Dennis, how is that for pronunciation? Waigakia. The Chinese brand hopes to begin cruising along the Maritime Silk Road at the end of 2023. The Maritime Silk Road is a maritime trade route that connects the Chinese mainland with Southeast Asia, India, the Arabian Peninsula, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. The ship, very much like Vista-class ships Carnival has built elsewhere in the world. So, Adora Cruises. Interesting market to cover. Just saying. I could see things expanding toward the Orient. All right, St. Croix had some good news this week. As the winter season gets into high gear, the port in Frederiksted experienced its first two-ship day, welcoming Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady and Royal Caribbean's Enchantment of the Seas. The ships called at the Anne E. Abramson Marine Terminal, with Enchantment of the Seas docking on the pier's south side and Valiant of the Seas on the north side. According to the Port Authority, St. Croix has 68 scheduled ship calls for the 2022 and 2023 cruise season. The port has high expectations for an active cruise season due in part to Royal Caribbean's commitment to significantly increase cruise visitors to the island by 180% in comparison to 50,000 passengers the line delivered to St. Croix in 2019. In addition to Enchantment, other Royal Caribbean ships slated to call in St. Croix include Jewel of the Seas, Grandeur of the Seas, and Voyager of the Seas. Also scheduled to call this winter are Celebrity Cruises, Silhouette, Summit, and Millennium, Carnival Cruise Line's Dream, and Ritz-Carlton Evrima, Marilla Cruises Marilla Discovery, and the Scarlet Lady from Virgin Voyages. Congratulations to St. Croix. I've been to St. Croix. I like St. Croix. I like that it's getting some expansion. That's terrific. And finally, this morning, the Brilliant Lady has floated out. That's the fourth ship in the groundbreaking cruise line of Virgin Voyages. It reached a significant milestone as she was floated out at Fincantieri shipyard in Italy. Identical to her sister, Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady, and Resilient Lady, the fourth ship will enter service towards the end of 2023. The floating out ceremony is an important step in the construction of any cruise ship and sets the stage for the final phase of the build, such as interior outfitting. Brilliant Lady will be home ported in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That is also interesting. All right, we do have some people in the chat room this morning, so somebody popped in to see me. Let's see who's here today. Dennis is with us. Hey, Dennis. Nikki's here. Hi, Nikki. Dennis is Chinese steel. Yeah, well, I don't know about we'll have to see on the quality of the ship. But it's, Carnival has, I'm sure they can demand some things. But let's see what how this plays out. Mike's with us. Hey, Mike. He says hello to everybody. Chillie, you have a quick pronunciation lesson in the comments from Friday. Yeah, I know. I've referred back to it twice now. Fincantieri. That's better. I do have a question for you. In the city that starts with a G, Genoa, or is it Genoa? Is the emphasis on the first syllable or the second syllable properly? I don't know. There's Gretchen. Hi, Gretchen. I hadn't seen Gretchen for a while. Good to have you with us on this early Saturday morning. Deck 9 is the Lido. Yep. Gretchen, hope you had a lovely holiday with your family. Gretchen says, sure did, Nikki, except Grandma, me, did all the cooking and cleanup. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, Gretchen, we quit doing that years ago. Haven't you learned your lesson yet? I wish we still did it, actually. The paint job is called livery. I know that. I just hate that word, Dennis. And I call it a paint job because that's what it is. Yeah, I just, for some reason, I don't like the word. So I've called it paint job all along. I guess that's kind of tongue in cheek. Dennis says, I know Shanghai, but not familiar with the other. Well, actually, because of you, before I even attempted, I pulled up the pronunciation guide online and practiced it a couple times this morning. I'm trying, Dennis. Honest, I am. Hot Air Tom, he's out in Hawaii. So, Hot Air Tom, I have to tell you, I was watching Hawaii 5 on the television last night, and there was a luau scene. And I saw somebody that looked like Hot Air Tom in the luau scene in Hawaii 5 And of course, it's a shoot 'em up cops and robbers thing. And so they're shooting and stuff. And I'm yelling at the television, Duck, Hot Air Tom, you're going to get shot. My family comes running and says, What are you yelling at? I said, I'm trying to keep Hot Air Tom from getting shot. And they looked at me and they said, When are you leaving on your next cruise? True story. Hot Air Tom's in Hawaii, folks. Hot Air's asking Gretchen when she departs for Hawaii. We had a great day at the Polynesian Culture Center on Friday. Have you guys caught up on your sleep yet? That's the question, because you went straight from flying for 97 hours to an excursion. Oh, they canceled the cruise, Tom. I'm sorry to hear that, Gretchen. They're going to redo the kitchen instead. Ooh, bad choice. I'd rather go to Hawaii than redo a kitchen. No, I'm teasing Gretchen. Nikki says one son joined him. The other one felt bad and stayed on his boat. We are filling the freezer with smoked turkey. Nice. I like smoked turkey. Hot Air says I would have trouble looking for you, Gretchen. No, I think so. Fincantiari. Ari, not Ari. Fincantiari. Ari. Fincantieri. Ooh. Yes, I did pronounce that syllable incorrectly. You're correct. Fincantieri. I'm getting there. It's a hell of a lot better than it used to be. Sells later today. It's 2:27 a.m. there now. Yeah, it sells way later today. Dennis, I am hearing Hermione telling Ron and Harry how to say that spell that levitates things. How to say the spell that levitates things. Yeah, well, I'm the first one to admit, Tom, for the blip, the brunch buffet at the Four Seasons Resort in Oahu near Disney Alawana DVC Resort was fantastic. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I'd like to do that too. And Hot Air, yes, I'm the first one to admit Dennis is my coach. Dennis decided that he wants me to sound more professional. And so he's helping me with the pronunciation of things that I slaughter. And I try hard now. Before I just slaughter words, as everybody in the space does. We got the sex bomber with us. Wow, haven't done that recently. Okay, got rid of the sex bomber. Yes. You're doing good, Chillie. Thank you, Dennis. Take before and after photos of your kitchen. Yeah, that would be good. All right, sorry about the sex bomber, guys. I have no control over that. So, all right, that's going to wrap me up today. Again, folks, don't forget, Monday show will be live at 10 instead of 11. By 11, it will be up as a replay. If you're listening via Twitter, I highly recommend subscribing just to cover your, in case something happens with Twitter, so you can continue on knowing what's happening in the travel and cruise industry news. And of course, we'll be welcoming Wheelchairs, the home of Scootaround, or the parent company of Scootaround. And quite frankly, I've even mentioned this before. They're going to be providing me with a scooter, which will save me a little money. Anyway, that's going to be for the first 3 cruises, and then we're going to see how things might go on a more permanent basis. But we'll see. Gretchen says, nice to see you, Chillie, and chat with y'all. It's good to have you back, Gretchen. We've missed you. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today, folks. Again, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising, and hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. I'll be back if anything major happens between now and Monday at 10 a.m. Have a great weekend, y'all. Later.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry, so if you'd like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.